How's it going, guys? I just want to give you all some tips on counterattacking, which I feel is vitally important to do in fighting. If you ever do get in a fight, it's one of the best things you can do. Reason being is all fighters always follow the dumb pattern of block attack, block attack, block attack, hope to find an opening, block attack, block attack. But you can break that cycle when you block and you attack at the same time. It's really that simple, and it works. You just really have to be careful, you have to be fast, and you have to watch your head. So, for example, the straight punch is the most common form of attack. In order to counter that, all I simply have to do is block, attack, and move my head at the same time. You have to move your head, or you can get hit by that backhand that they have cocked, ready to go with a 1-2 punch. So block, attack, same time, real quick. You got to be fast. And the beautiful thing about this is you don't have to be accurate per se, because the reason I say this is as long as you're throwing off their guard, as long as you're kind of fucking their game up, you can close the gap. You can close the gap if you get them thrown off their guard, and then you can go in for the finishing moves. After that, it should only take 2 to 3 hits to get them on the ground. Really work on speed, though. I know I've said that a lot, but you've got to work on speed. If you're not fast, you're going to get your ass kicked. Being fast is vitally important. Power is important too, though, guys. I see some martial artists on YouTube who are like these stick figures, and it's just like, kid, who are you kidding, man? You could probably get your ass kicked by like a 7-year-old. I'm sorry to say that, but it's just the truth. I mean, if you don't have muscle on you, your punches and your kicks aren't going to do that much damage. So remember that, guys. Also, what I'm teaching here can be applied in any application, whether it's blocking a hook, whether it's blocking an uppercut. You simply follow it in the opposite direction with your blocking arm. And some people don't use the wrist to block, and that's fine. If you want to risk it, if you want to risk getting hit, that's fine. But I grew up with karate, and these are the windshield wipers, as they taught us as kids. And just be real fast. Remember, it's the same time, block and attack at the same time. Move your head out of the way. Close the gap. Also, getting on the side of your opponent also is very important. It's one of the best. I would say that closing in the gap's the best, but if you can go on, as they call it, the side gates in Wing Chun, or breaking the line, as karate guys say it, that's the best way to fuck up their game, because again, they're vulnerable. They can't really block. Like, say for instance, I punch like here. If they get on to the right of me, I can't really do anything. Unless I just like completely move out of the way. But it leaves your opponent very vulnerable, basically. So, guys, that's all I got for you. I wanted to make this one short and sweet. Just remember, guys, at the end of the day, it's not just about speed and power and technique. It's also about honor. It's also about respect, okay? These are principles I was taught growing up with karate. Don't fight unless you absolutely have to, okay? I had a kid comment to my video one time a while back ago saying how it helped him beat up his school bully. That didn't make me proud. That didn't make me happy to read. It honestly made me feel kind of like a piece of shit. These videos, guys, aren't to be brutal. They're not to get revenge. It's simply for self-defense. So remember that, guys, okay? Because that's what I make these videos for, to defend yourself. When I see these douchebags on UFC beating the bloody crap out of each other, kicking each other when they're down, that's not real fighting, okay? That's being a coward, all right? That's not being a martial artist. It's being a coward. And I have little to no respect for scumbags like that. For people who play cheap shots. Guys, listen, man, when you do bitch moves, like kicking someone in the balls, gouging their eyes, whatever, it makes you a bitch, okay? And again, not a martial artist, but a bitch. Growing up in karate, we're not taught to be brutal. And there's some bullshit karate out there, like Kyokushin, or however the fuck you pronounce it, that is bullshit, that teaches you to be brutal. That's not real karate. That's bullshit karate. Okay, honor, respect. In a lot of cases, you don't even have to punch someone in the face if you don't feel like you have to. There's so many other ways you can attack the body. I mean, it's unreal. So guys, remember honor and respect. I can't emphasize that enough. Be a real man, be a real fighter. You know, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone, especially a dumb fuck bully. You know, someone who will eventually get taken care of, whether it's by their principal, their parents, they're victims in themselves, you know. A lot of them are probably beaten by their own parents anyway, so think of it that way, guys. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helps you. Go out there and practice, you know, develop muscle memory because, you know, when a real fight happens, you're not going to have time to think and you're going to have that adrenaline going and it's going to be real hard, you know, so you got to develop muscle memory. So go out there and practice this like 1,000 times, guys, and hopefully it helps. See you next time. Peace.